is in the air. Welcome, everybody. Sharon Hoppy with Sharon Hoppy Designs coming to you from Texas. Howdy, y'all. So, today I want to show you how you can take just a simple stack of our Whimsey heart forms and create a gorgeous deep bowl. This could be Valentine's, Mother's Day, Easter, any occasion, any color. It's easy to make, easy to glaze, fun, whimsical. So stay tuned. We're going to make it now. Okay, we are going to start with a large piece of clay today. We are going to do maybe a triple or a quadruple decker heart dish. So what we're going to do is I have my B mix. I am not texturing it, so I do have it at about 1/4 of an inch. This is, well, actually no, this one is a little thicker because this is going to be a bigger bowl. I would suggest about 3/8, 3/16, whatever comes after 1/4. I always forget that, but this is going to be a bigger bowl, so we want to have this clay just a little bit thicker to hold up to what we're about to do to this. I'm compressing this clay, and I'm going to compress and compress and compress. I'm going to keep going on this because I want to get it nice and smooth, but I also want to make sure everything is all aligned in here. I want to do everything in my power to avoid cracking. So you notice I'm going all different directions. If I accidentally stab a line into it, well, just go right back over it. It'll mend. It's okay. Now I'm going to go back to my original side. And let me bring this over this way. There you go. And bring this over. You don't see it, but I do. A little hair right there. There we go. And so that's very, very, very compressed. My slab roller really compresses it a lot as well. But this is going to be a different style. Is this big enough? That's not big enough. I need a bigger wear board so I can move this for a moment. Okay, I've got a wear board here, and I'm actually just going to set this here where I can gently lift this and put it on my board. I will tell you, this wear board is warped. I don't know if you can, no, you won't be able to see it. It is warped. I can fit my hands underneath here. So if you were going to roll texture with a rolling pin, you certainly would not do that on a warped wear board. I've had people who have called and said it textures in one area, not in the other. Well, the machines do a direct all the way across the same pressure. So I asked them, what are you doing it on? It's a board. Take it off and put it on the table. They roll it again and go, oops, my board was warped. So if you're rolling texture, make sure your board is not warped or you're doing it on a hard workbench table. Now, let me go get my forms. Okay, we are going to get our banding wheel system, super bat banding wheel system, and we're going to do a big double, triple decker here. Okay, with our banding wheel, I am going to take, this is the 11.5-inch rim template for the Whimsies, and then I'm going to attach This is the 9.5, the 8. I'm just going to put just a little dab of water here. The 8. Oh, well, that sticks. And the 6.5. And secure that in. Get that kind of even. We don't want it uneven on the sides, but boy, this staying where I put them, that's for sure. There, that looks pretty even. Now we have some work ahead of us. We are going to take that big slab of clay and drape over the top of this very carefully. I want to make sure my wheel wasn't moving. And again, there's no texture on this. I'm going to bring this over and I'm going to lay this across the top, making sure that I have enough to go down. And I'm going to very quickly, very carefully kind of get this down just so I'm not putting too much stress on this clay hanging too low. So now I'm going to do take my needle tool and just go around the edge of my board to take this excess off. I just want that excess off of there so that it's easier to work with. I'll leave that there just in case I decide to do a foot. I may not. I may let this speak for itself. I'm pressing kind of in and up, just getting this lined up. This is not a stacked bowl where it lines up. We are going to have ripples in it intentionally. Let me show you what I mean. Let me find that red rib. Whoops, that ain't it. There it is. In the bottom of my bucket. Oh, get that out from under my nails. Okay. What I'm going to do is just kind of come across, make sure the top is down. And then I'm going to come around the top of this heart. And then I'm going to come in. See that next heart showing up there? Showing the next heart. And then I'm going to come in to get that next heart. I'm going to flip over so that I can get that. Got a hair. Coming around. Get that all pressed in. Clean this off. And I'm holding my hand up here because remember, these top hearts aren't secured down, so I want to make sure that they're not going to go anywhere. Now I'm going in, pressing into that second heart. And coming down to the bottom and getting it in around that bottom heart. Poked it. So coming around. You see the 3 hearts there now? And I see my lip template right here as well. So I want to make sure that that will show. rinse this off. Whoops, had too much water on that. Okay, so I'm just coming around. This is really no different than using one form, except for I'm getting a layered look. There. Just got to kind of finesse it, let it take its time getting down there. I should have cut my nails today because I keep poking the clay. Now I see that form down there. I mean that template, that lip template. Now that lip template was really for my 11-inch form, but on this piece, I wanted a larger lip. So I moved up with the lip template. I made it, or I used a bigger one than the form. Just coming around and just really smoothing it in. I'm not pressing very hard, but I'm just going around it a lot to get it nice and smooth. Now, I want to make sure this top is flat. So I'm going to press that down. And then come back with my red rib and smooth that back down. You see that look? Oh, that's gonna be so cute. It was a little wet, but that's okay. We're gonna wipe that all off. There we go. Trying to figure out why that piece of clay seemed to be wanting to stand up. Oh, no. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle tool and I'm going to cut a bunch of this excess away to start with, just because it's easier for me. I like to kind of see my shape when I'm doing this. There. Grab hands. Okay. Clean my ribs. Oh, my face is over the water. All right. And get my sponge. And let's just kind of sponge around this a little bit and see what we have. There, look at that. You see all those layers in there? That's exactly what we wanted, was all of these layers. Okay, so now I'm going to take my needle tool and I'm going to come in, I'm going to find that template, and I'm going to go straight around this template. I'm going to go slow. I don't want to jump a petal. Go around this template. spin it around. Keep my needle tool straight. Whoops, let me come up here. Straight up and down. There we go. Now, take that clay away. Oh, look at that shape. Now, I can come around and I can look on the sides and see if I left little pieces on there and pull them off. It doesn't matter. You can do those when you're done, but I like to see a nice clean lip template. That's just one of my little weird things. There we go. Now, my sponges. Now I'm going to come around here and just kind of clean that up a little bit. Now, I did cut this. I did have the brown side up because the brown side comes away. The clay comes away from it easier. But if you do the black side, well, that just means you got to sit there and wait a little longer for it to work. Now, we could put feet on this, but I think for this dish, I'm just going to leave this flat. Making it nice and flat. And then going around these edges because, again, I want the inside of that bottom to be rounded because my forms are rounded and that gives you a nice, gorgeous look. What we're going to do now is simply wait until this sets up enough to flip this baby over. We'll be back. All right, it is time to see about flipping this and getting this out because we've 1, 2, 3 triple stack these. Now, you can triple stack like this and get your layered look with these dual drapes because they're rounded and straight sides. Whereas, hold that thought. Whereas if you had the form, see how that the edge goes out and it drops down? Okay, so if you tried to do it with these where the angles are, that would poke into the sides of your clay, and you don't want that. So you would only want to do this with the, I stuck my fingers in it, with the dual drapes to give you that rounded, straight, round, straight, round, straight, like a layer cake, so to speak. So, which this could very well be. You could get this all out, put a hole in the top, put a heart in the top of a hole, the shape of a heart with a cookie cutter, and then you could put a bottom on this and have a vase or all kinds of things. This one is going to be a bowl though. Okay, so we want to flip this. I'm just going to use a little, hopefully this is not too soon. I get so impatient because I want to see, but I also, because I have these, I can't let it get too, yeah, it might be a little floppy. Let me see. No, it should be okay. I don't want to leave it on there too long and crack this. So I'm going to flip this over, set it down, bring this out, and put this away. Now, see, I get this template to come loose. Just kind of wiggle it. Oh, that popped right off, but I don't want to mess up my rim, so very gently. Look at that. Look, look, look. Wow, that's gorgeous. Okay, now, this is why I created deep dish with finger holds, because these are just my dual drapes, so I have to get in here and get them. Let's see if I can find a better place to do this. If I hold my thumb right here maybe and lift on the other side. Oh, there we go. Got that one. All right. Look at that ridge in there. That's gorgeous. Wonder if that'll work a second time. Whoop. Don't want to press that. Let's see if that'll work a little bit. I can get that out. I'm doing it a little soon, but that's okay. Here it comes. Oh, it brought the bottom one with it. Ha! Love that. Wow! That's why I don't like to work with my hair down. Woo! Wow! Look at that. Oh, yum. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, what do you think of that? I'm going to clean this up a bit. Very gently, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this aside and let it firm up just a bit more before I mess with it and mess it up. That's what I think I'm going to do. Let it just firm itself up. Perfect. Okay, we are going to clean this up. I've let it stiffen up just a bit. I'm going to clean up these edges. Now, if I want to whimsy this, I can. I want to hold in here and bring it. You know me. I like to swoop it. I'm going to swoop it. Got to go cut my nails. I'm poking everywhere. There. Poking with my nails everywhere, everywhere. Okay. I'm just going to clean these edges. I poked with my finger. Bring it around. I definitely want to round that and bring this around. Now, how is that for a triple heart dish?
Amazing!
What would you use this for? Little finger poke. Finger poke. There. Oh, I need to leave it alone. Look at that. Look at that. Now, if I could show you. There, move that curve. Look at that curve. Woo, I love that curve. Look at that. Now, glazing of this could be any number of things. But I think because I've been doing the drizzle, I think I'm going to drizzle this. And we can actually do that right now then. So let me, I'm going to do what I've been doing. I'm going to do this just so you can see the difference. I'm going to do this in white. I'm going to bring this all around. Bring it around because then you'll see what this looks like. So let's come around here, getting into these little corners. And the thing is, because these dual drapes are so rounded and these are not super pointed, they're also rounded. There's no sharp pokes anywhere. It's all gorgeous and rounded. Perfect. You'll love it. Okay, so even It's still a little soft for this, but even with the glaze on it, you see those beautiful tears. Now, do we strip it or stripe it? Do we put strips of color? Do we just do these kind of stripes? What do we want to do in here? We could even just do red in the bottom, but I'm afraid I would mess that up. So I think we're going to put color. And I'm going to start with, I haven't used blue. I know my, I know my tip is definitely plugged because it's been sitting here, but I just put my needle tool in it. And I discovered, can't talk and poke at the same time. I discovered that these tips fit right on the bottle. Now, I had stuff in this, so I'm not going to change it out now, but I will. Okay. Now, I really need a bigger, I'm going to put this underneath the whole thing. I wonder if I spin it. No, I'm going to stick to my theme. I'm going to go, let me put this up here. I'm going to go it's not wanting to flow good. That's why I test it. It's not flowing good. So I only did a couple stripes on there. I might have to add some glaze in here and thin it a hair. Let me add some glaze. I'm using Moody Blue. Yes, SC12 Moody Blue. I'm going to clean this cap out just a little more. Let's see if I have a little, there we go, little paintbrush. Okay, it's clear. So let's try this again with a little more glaze in it. And you got to troubleshoot this sometimes. It is what it is. There we go. So here we go. I'm going to squeeze and get this going. And I think I need, no, I'm going to leave that like that. I am going to take, that's blue. Ooh, let's do a green. Lettuce alone green. Let me change my cap. Now I'm going to put this right on the bottle. We are still filming, right? Yes. Okay, I'm putting this right on the bottle, as you can see. Okay, here we go on this one. Oh, look at that. I think I want to come across right there. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Making a mess, 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 but I love it. Look at that. And I think we need some red. And I think, what do I have here? Oh, that's grapple. That's grape. I don't want to use grape. I guess I'll go with my Tuscan red because it's sitting here and it's full. Blow this out. Blech. Don't eat the Tuscan red. Okay. New lid. Putting that right on my bottle. bring it down, make sure it's squirting. I think I'm going to do it with 2 hands this time. Right across the top. Whew, that was tough. That was heavy. Heavy hitting there. Now, let me clean this up so you can actually see what this baby looks like. You can actually see the dish. Okay. All right. A drip. Now, I'm going to take this off of here. Put that right there so that you can actually see. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just lightly hit this from way up here just to put a crust over the top so it won't continue to spread. And I do see one little spot that like is bare right there. And I think I'll do it with red just because red still has the lid. I'm just going to go right across there. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. All right. Now, hit this lightly. Just enough so it will crust over so it won't run. And, whoo, made a mess. You know, if you don't like to make a mess, you shouldn't be playing in the mud. That's my motto. No playing in the mud if you don't want to make a mess. Okay. What do you think of this? This will get glaze fired shortly. I really want a little, leave it alone, Sharon. But doesn't that need a blue stripe across there? Shoot, it does. All right, we're going to put a blue stripe. Actually, I may use this cap. I should leave it alone before I ruin it. Ooh, that cap's too big. I will ruin it if I use that. I don't want to use that. I'll use this one. I just need it one blue stripe right there. Ha! I did it. I did it. I'm stopping. I am stopping. Now, I do waste quite a bit doing this, but you know, I love it. There you go. There is your triple heart bowl. Drizzle style. You know that song, Gangnam Style? We got Drizzle style. Drizzle style. Oh well, crazy days. There you have it. I will be throwing this in the bisque fire as this is triple layer. You can see those triple layers in there, triple heart, dual drape layers. I'm afraid to turn it on its side to see if you can see the side. I'll do that when it's drier. But you see those triple layers in there? This is this tall. This is tall and deep. It is the triple layer heart dish. Oops, don't mess it up, Sharon. Triple layer heart Mardi Gras style.